Hey guys, Richard from ProCalc. Today I'm going to ask you to ask yourselves, are you the trusted advisor or are you just another builder? If you're just another builder, then some of the things that you might be finding in your practice are things like clients asking endless questions. So they just keep on wanting to find out more about the way you work because they're still building trust. The next is hesitant clients. So they say things like, oh, I just want to think about it. And so as a builder, it's really hard to hear that because you've invested a lot of time in them and it's sort of a frustrating objection to get from them. The next thing is that you might suspect that they're treating you as a price checker. So they're basically roping you into the process so they can check the pricing against their preferred builder, the person that they actually want to engage to do the job. And obviously, once they've done that, they then turn around to you and say, "Oh, sorry, mate, you're too expensive." And that's really not a pleasant place to live. So the question really comes down to, are you a trusted expert or are you just another builder? So we're just going to talk briefly now about the benefits of being a trusted expert. And so the first thing is that more likely than not, when you're the trusted expert, you become, by default, the client's preferred builder. You've established yourself as a reputable authority in actually delivering their project who knows what they're doing. So the client is attuned and they're listening to the advice you're giving them. The other part of it too is that it enables you to win the best clients, even though you're probably more expensive than all the rest of them, because you've built this value proposition for the client whereby you've actually been able to say, look, we are the gurus, we're great at this sort of thing. Yes, we are a little bit more expensive. And the client says, that's okay, we trust you. And so that's a really positive thing that you can bring into the process. The other thing is too that it also enables clients to work to your system, and it's really important because that means that they then align with the way that you work. They follow your process, and they say, "Hey, this guy knows what he's doing. We'll do what he says." The other part of it too is that it also delivers the fattest margin. Now this is really important because it not only is it about revenue for you, but it's also about facilitating a really awesome client experience, and that's what actually generates further trust with future clients as well. So that's massive. So the next thing that we're going to do now is just to give you 5 quick tips to become a trusted expert with your clients. So the first thing is build trust in small steps. So the smallest step might be something like you say that you'll meet the client on site, or you'll phone them back at 10:30 in the morning. Call them back at 10:30 exactly on the clock on that time, and that just helps them go, okay, so we know that this guy stays to his word on meeting timelines. Next thing is a slightly higher investment in trust, and it might be something like a site inspection that you charge for. And the next thing after that, it might be about introducing a design resource that you trust that can deliver on their design needs. And then you might charge them for a quote, and then you might charge them for a preliminary agreement. And so as you can see, each engagement, the step gets bigger and bigger, and so it grows trust. And that's the way humans grow trust, is just in incremental steps. So facilitate a process that enables that. The next is to map out your process in an infographic. Tell them up front exactly what your process is. So they look at you and go, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. He's actually got a process that he's published, and that's the process we'll be on. So it helps them trust you and what you can do. The next is to educate clients with content marketing and a database. Now, this is a bit of work, but it's massively powerful. It's incredibly powerful because it actually helps clients develop their knowledge of the way that these projects work, but it also aligns their thinking with the way that you work. And so clients, as you know, they have thousands of questions, and they should. And so being able to deliver this information to them in an automated way means that you are continually reinforcing that you are the expert and you know how to do this stuff. So it's massively powerful in growing that relationship and that trust with clients. The next is social proof, and so testimonials, work sites or photos of work sites, case studies, what other clients have said about you. So really, humans trust humans. And so they trust other humans that have had an experience with you, and they rely on that to make their decisions. The next is be upfront and transparent about your total cost. So always say to a client up front, say to them, look, we like to let clients know as early as possible what the total cost is, because we don't like giving you surprises down the track. And that does 2 things. The first is that it helps them build trust with you. They go, okay, we know that this guy isn't going to hit us up later on in the process. But the second thing it does is that if another builder comes along further down the road and provides them with a cheaper cost, they then immediately go, well, hang on, why are you cheaper? And so they're comparing any other estimates they get for value, not for price, but for value. And that's really a key step. If you would like to know how to do costs up front, you can use ProCalc, the client budget validator. You can also do a free trial at procalc.com.au. Thanks and have a good day.